If you are over 60 and waking up with stiff knees, you know how frustrating it can be. Maybe it takes you a few extra minutes in the morning just to straighten your legs. Maybe you avoid long walks because your knees feel locked up, heavy or tight. And sometimes it is not even painful. It just feels like your joints are rusted shut. Most people think this is just part of aging. But the truth is, stiffness is not permanent. It is your body's way of saying, I need movement. And here is the good news. You can restore flexibility and comfort with just a few minutes a day. In this video, I am going to show you 6 simple daily exercises that unlock stiff knees, restore smooth motion, and keep you moving freely, no matter your age. Each exercise is backed by science and explained step by step so you can follow along safely and confidently. So why do knees get stiff after 60? It is not always arthritis or permanent damage. In many cases, stiffness happens because the tissues around your knee, muscles, tendons, and the joint capsule, are not being moved enough. Think of it like a door hinge. If it sits too long without use, it does not stay smooth. It gets tight, squeaky, and harder to move. Your knees work the same way. Long periods of sitting, less walking, and less stretching slowly reduce circulation, shorten the muscles, and dry out the fluid that normally keeps your joints gliding. Over time, this leads to morning stiffness, difficulty bending, and that heavy, locked-up feeling. The good news is that just as a rusty hinge can be oiled and moved back into shape, your knees can be restored. Movement is the oil, and the right exercises are the key. Your knees are supported by a whole network of systems: the muscles in your thighs and calves, the ligaments that stabilize the joint, and the cartilage that cushions every step. But after 60, these systems do not weaken because of age alone. They weaken from lack of use. When you move less, circulation slows down. The synovial fluid inside your knees, the natural lubricant, does not get pumped around. Muscles like your quadriceps and hamstrings tighten, pulling on the joint and making it feel locked. Even your nervous system starts to forget smooth movement patterns. The solution is not heavy workouts or hours at the gym. It is targeted, consistent exercises that gently stretch tight tissues, wake up the supporting muscles, and restore that natural joint lubrication. Science shows that just a few minutes a day of specific, controlled movements can improve flexibility, reduce stiffness, and even help prevent future pain. Now, let's start with our first movement, heel slides. As you watch the demonstration, notice how simple it looks. The person is lying on their back, legs extended. Then, slowly, one heel begins to slide toward the hips, bending the knee, while the foot stays in contact with the floor. After a short pause, the leg gently returns to its starting position, straight and relaxed. At first glance, this may not seem like much, but here's what is really happening. Every time you bend and straighten your knee in this smooth, controlled way, you are restoring the natural glide of the joint. The quadriceps and hamstrings, those big muscles in the front and back of your thigh, are stretching and releasing. The synovial fluid inside your knee, your body's natural lubricant, is being pumped and circulated. This oils the hinge, making each repetition easier and smoother. Now pay close attention to the details. The motion is slow, not rushed. The foot never lifts off the ground. The breathing stays steady. These details matter because they retrain your nervous system to move the knee without stiffness or guarding. And here's why this exercise is so powerful after 60. Many people with stiff knees avoid bending fully, so over time, the brain forgets that smooth motion. Heel slides bring it back. Just 30 to 60 seconds a day can help loosen tight tissues, reduce morning stiffness, and remind your knees how to move freely again. Now let's move into our second exercise, seated knee extensions. Take a look at what is happening in the demonstration. The person is sitting tall in a sturdy chair, hands resting gently at the sides. Slowly, one leg lifts and extends forward, the knee straightening until the foot hovers in the air. There is a brief pause, then the leg lowers back down with control, returning to the starting position. It looks simple, but here's the key. This motion directly activates the quadriceps, the large muscles on the front of your thigh. These muscles are your knee's natural shock absorbers. When they are strong, every step you take, every time you rise from a chair, every climb up the stairs, becomes easier and smoother. Notice the details. The back stays upright. The leg doesn't swing or drop, and the movement is steady. The person is breathing naturally, not holding their breath. That combination of posture, control, and breathing helps your nervous system relearn smooth extension without strain. Why is this so important after 60? Because many people unconsciously protect their knees by moving less. The quadriceps weaken, and the joint ends up carrying more load than it should. With seated knee extensions, you are reversing that process, rebuilding strength, restoring motion, and teaching your body to trust the joint again. Just 10 to 12 controlled repetitions per leg, once a day, can start making a noticeable difference. Now let's move on to our third movement, standing calf raises. Watch closely. The person is standing tall, hands resting lightly on the back of a chair for balance. Slowly, they rise up onto the balls of their feet, lifting their heels off the ground. They pause for a brief moment at the top, then gently lower their heels back down to the floor. The motion is calm, steady, and repeated again. It may look easy, but here's what is happening inside the body. Every time you lift your heels, your calf muscles contract and pump blood upward, improving circulation through the legs and into the knee joint. That circulation delivers nutrients, clears stiffness, and helps the joint feel more alive. At the same time, your ankles and knees are working together to stabilize your body, building balance and control. Notice the details in the demonstration. The person does not rush, their heels lift smoothly, and their posture stays tall. The chair is there for light support, not to lean on. Breathing flows naturally with each repetition. These details are important because they retrain not only the muscles, but also your brain's awareness of your position in space. Why does this matter so much after 60? Because many people stop challenging their calves and ankles as they get older. Without that activation, circulation slows, balance weakens, and the knees stiffen more quickly. Just 10 to 15 slow, deliberate calf raises a day can restore that pump, reduce tightness, and make your knees feel lighter and more flexible. Now let's move into our fourth exercise, seated hamstring stretch. As you watch, notice how the person is sitting tall on the edge of a sturdy chair. One leg is extended straight out in front, heel resting on the floor, toes pointing up toward the ceiling. The other foot stays planted for support. With a gentle lean forward from the hips, not the back, the person reaches toward the toes, holding the position comfortably before slowly returning upright. Here is what is really happening. The hamstrings, the long muscles at the back of the thigh, are being lengthened and reawakened. When these muscles tighten, they pull on the knee joint, restricting its movement and contributing to that heavy, locked-up feeling. By stretching them, you free up space for the knee to bend and straighten more smoothly. Pay attention to the details. The back stays straight, not hunched. The lean is gentle, only to the point of a comfortable stretch, never into pain. Breathing remains steady, helping the muscles relax and release. These details turn a simple stretch into a powerful reset for your knees. Why does this matter after 60? Because tight hamstrings are one of the biggest hidden causes of knee stiffness. They shorten from sitting too much and from lack of daily stretching. Just 20 to 30 seconds of this stretch, 2 or 3 times per leg, can unlock that tension, improve flexibility, and make walking or standing feel easier. Now let's look at our 5th movement, standing quad stretch. In the demonstration, the person is standing tall beside a chair, using one hand lightly on the backrest for support. With the other hand, they gently lift one foot behind them, holding the ankle and bringing the heel toward the glutes. The knee points straight down, not out to the side. They hold the position briefly, then slowly release and switch legs. At first glance, it looks like a simple balance move. But here's the key. This stretch lengthens the quadriceps, the large muscles on the front of your thigh. When these muscles become tight, they pull on the kneecap and make bending or straightening feel restricted. By releasing that tension, the knee regains smoother, freer motion. Notice the details. The person's torso stays upright, not leaning forward. The supporting knee is slightly bent, keeping it soft and reactive. The stretch is steady, not forced, and the breathing remains calm. These details ensure that the stretch is effective, safe, and teaches the nervous system to relax into the motion. Why is this so important after 60? Because tight quadriceps are often overlooked as a source of knee stiffness. Many daily activities, sitting, walking on flat ground, climbing stairs, engage the quads constantly, but rarely stretch them. Just 20 to 30 seconds per side, once or twice a day, can restore flexibility, reduce stiffness, and make standing up or walking feel much easier. For our final movement, let's bring everything together with step-ups. Watch closely. The person is standing in front of a low, sturdy step, something about knee height or lower. They place one foot firmly on the step, press through the heel, and slowly lift themselves upward until the standing leg is straight. Then, with the same control, they lower back down, keeping posture tall and steady throughout. Here's what is really happening. Step-ups activate the quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes all at once, the 3 powerhouse muscle groups that support your knees every time you walk, climb stairs, or get out of a chair. At the same time, the movement trains your balance and coordination, forcing your brain, joints, and muscles to work together smoothly. Notice the details in the demonstration. The person does not push off with the trailing leg. It simply follows along. The leading heel stays firmly planted on the step, preventing strain on the knee. The pace is slow, deliberate, and steady. And throughout, their breathing remains calm, reinforcing control and stability. Why is this exercise so effective after 60? Because it is one of the closest matches to real-life movement. Every time you step up, you are retraining your body for everyday tasks. Stairs, curbs, getting onto a bus, while also restoring flexibility and reducing stiffness in the knee joint. Even just 6 to 8 controlled repetitions per leg can build confidence, power, and ease in your daily motion. You have just seen 6 simple but powerful exercises, each designed to target a different cause of knee stiffness. Heel slides restore the smooth glide of your joint. Seated knee extensions strengthen the quadriceps that protect your knees. Calf raises pump circulation and improve ankle support. Hamstring stretches release the tight muscles pulling on your knees. Quad stretches restore balance on the front of your thighs. And step-ups bring everything together, retraining strength and movement for real life. Individually, each one makes a difference. But when you put them together into a daily routine, just a few minutes a day, you create a complete system that unlocks stiffness, restores flexibility, and helps you move with confidence again. And here is the most important part. You do not have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. Even small steps, repeated daily, signal to your body that it is safe to move, safe to bend, safe to feel free again. So here's your next step. Choose one of these exercises and try it today. If you are ready, do the full routine. It takes only 5 to 7 minutes. And if you are serious about restoring your flexibility, let me know in the comments by writing, "I'm unlocking my knees." That one phrase tells me you are ready to take back control of your movement. Please share this video with a friend or family member who may be struggling with stiff knees. And do not forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because in the next video, I will guide you through a full follow-along routine using these exact exercises. Until then, stay strong, stay steady, and remember, your knees are not done. They are just getting started.